嗨，大家好，欢迎来到郑立德的谈判电影101，我是 Leader 郑立德。今天要跟大家分享一部有些沉重又发人省思，由真实故事改编的电影《生命理赔师》Worth。生命的价值与价格为何？生命的出口和答案又是什么？911事故的理赔谈判，问自己也问对方，要什么？凭什么？怕什么？生命理赔师是一部2020年美国传记剧情电影，改编自美国律师肯尼斯·费恩伯格的回忆录《生命有何价值》，以911袭击事件遇难者的赔偿争议为背景，讲述 Ken 律师如何用有限的总赔偿金额合理地分配给所有遇难者家属。在911袭击事件发生后，肯尼斯·费恩伯格被美国国会任命为911遇难者赔偿基金的特别专员，处理赔偿遇难者家属的工作。由于总赔偿金额有限，费恩伯格必须透过计算每个人的价值来决定赔偿金额。然而，遇难者家属认为这个处理手法并不公平。在双方对话协调谈判后，费恩伯格希望找到一个令所有人都满意的方法，来计算遇难者生命的价值。
What is life worth? Not a trick question, people. Who's going to give us a number? Back row, you there, Mr. Barrett. Big boy voice there, counselor. Tell us, where you from?
I was raised in Wichita.
Kansas, farm boy. Good. You raised on one, a farm?
My girlfriend's father owned one. He grew sorghum.
Sorghum. Girlfriend's father grew sorghum. Miss Politano. Miss Politano, you are now Mr. Barron's girlfriend's father. Don't laugh, people. It's very sad. Mr. Barron just died, tragically crushed by a combine harvester in Miss Politano's sorghum field. Mr. Dickerson, you're now representing Mr. Barron. And where's Miss Chen? Miss Chen, you're representing Amalgamated Caterpillar, manufacturer of said combine harvester, which took poor young Mr. Barron's life in the Kansas State civil action of Mr. Barron v. Mr. Barron's girlfriend's father's sorghum farm and the Caterpillar Company. So, Ms. Chen, how much do you offer Mr. Dickerson to settle this? All right. Let me rephrase. How much is Mr. Barron's life worth? Give us a number.
$2 million?
Hey, I'm in law school. I could be earning that before I'm 30.
If you aced the final, maybe. And if you weren't dead, which you are. This is now Mr. Dickerson's decision, along with Mr. Your name?
Patel?
Patel. Mr. Patel is the poor bereaved mother of Mr. Barron.
$3 million?
2.7.
Deal.
There you have it. There's the deal. To be clear, you haven't stumbled into a philosophy course where the law is concerned. This question actually has an answer. And the answer is a number. And that's the job.
Thanks for coming, Ken. I know Teddy appreciates it.
Sure.
We want our best trial lawyers. We needing your support on this thing.
Yeah.
Your people okay? Kids, family?
Yeah. Mike was in his dorm at NYU. He's all right. He was shaken up, but what thing?
A new bill on the floor, the Air Transportation Safety and System Stabilization Act.
Wait, they're bailing out the airlines?
More like the whole economy.
If the victims of these attacks or their families attempt to sue the airline industry for damages, we will go bankrupt.
And never mind whether they win or not, the legal costs alone.
And that's when we might as well just hand those terrorists the victory, because we're paralyzed. Deliveries, commuter travel, the whole economy grinding to a halt.
What we're facing is a national emergency.
Yes. Lee, Ken, help us come up with another way.
brass tacks here. You're trying to prevent lawsuits from the victims.
That's what they're saying.
That's not what we're saying.
It's called due process.
Limit. We're saying limit civil suits against the airline.
Denying recourse to the people most impacted by these attacks.
Stop grandstanding.
What we're proposing is a Treasury fund offering tort-style compensation to the victims.
For their economic losses, something for pain and suffering.
Yes, but coming from us, Congress, not the courts. And in exchange, the claimants promise not to sue.
Corporate bailout.
Christ's sakes, Lee.
Well, you're calling it charity?
Yes. Government-sponsored charity.
With strings attached. Ken, help me out here.
A lawsuit could take decades.
Yes. After it crashes the economy. And the victims might still lose. This is for their own good. And the nation's.
Yeah. How many victims are there?
Well, we don't really know yet. A special master we select will have to negotiate all settlements.
A flat fee would be another option, the same dollar value for every loss of life. But those towers had CEOs and janitors. They won't all say yes to the same number.
And even if they did, anybody want to go on record with what that number is?
Yeah, well, pretty soon somebody's going to have to do the vulgar work of putting numbers on a check.
Judge Weinstein told me how you reached a settlement on DES. 10 years of courthouse war. You brought both sides to a motel room, told them they could stay as long as they all wanted, but they couldn't leave until they reached a settlement. Is that really true?
It is. I did let them order room service. You know, Attorney General, people are rational animals. I find if you force them to the table, most behave in a way that makes the most sense.
It's hard to believe you live in Washington.
Well, in politics, conflict sells. I find that what works best is compromise. No one walks away too happy, just happy enough to walk away.
And when you walk away today, what outcome makes you happy enough?
I'd like to have the job, John.
No one wants this job.
Well, that narrows down your options.
I suppose it does. Except that you're a Democrat. Teddy's former chief of staff. Did you hope I'd overlook that?
Well, I was hoping you'd see that as a good thing. I mean, you said yourself, this is a hot potato. You know, if you give it to an insider, a party man or a friend of the president, then...
They'll blame us if it fails.
Right. Pick me. It's the opposition's fault. Unless for some reason, by some miracle I pull this off, in which case...
Don't we look open-minded reaching all the way across the aisle to find you? It is felt, and I'm speaking for the White House here, that for the program to succeed in staving off a full-on economic cataclysm, no fewer than 80% of eligible claimants must opt in. That means voluntarily. Choose not to sue.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Well, congratulations, Special Master. You got any more surprises for me?
Yeah. I'd like to work for free. Yeah, this is Ken Feinberg.
Please hold for the president.
Oh. Hello, Mr. President.
Ken? Is this Ken Feinberg?
Yeah.
Ken, I want to congratulate you on this thing. Yeah, Ashcroft was impressed.
Well...
Listen, you're taking the heat on this, okay? Now, I would not wish this job on my worst enemy. They tell me you're the type of guy that takes no prisoners.
Well...
I'm kidding you, Counselor. I'm kidding. I like to josh. To scare you off?
No, sir. No, sir. I'm still here.
Oh, no, there
I'm
you are.
still
Okay,
here.
good.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you very much. And look, you won't regret this.
Sure hope not.
Okay.
现在为您做个小结， 生命理赔师一教我们的是：一、本片开场破题 ，Ken 老师问学生：生命的价值是什么？这不是哲学题，而是法律题和谈判题。答案是个数字，是任务。二、谈判的局，在 Ken 律师教授这个过失致死的谈判 case 中 ，players 包括了意外过世的巴伦、巴伦的母亲和律师、巴伦的女友和他的父亲，以及联合收割机的制造商。三、谈判的攻防，当制造商开价200万元赔偿时，巴伦的律师提出了巴伦在未来会赚很多钱的假设，以拒绝回应。而巴伦的母亲则直接还价到300万元，制造商提高赔偿金为270万元，这超过了200万和300万的终点250万，看来还算有诚意。当母亲说 deal 成交时，这个谈判就结束了。4. 航空运输安全和系统稳定法案正在国会审议，谈判的标准谁来规定？谁说了算？5. 911事件理赔，国会内部谈判的局，包括了国会议员、航空公司、国家安全顾问等政府官员，以及有相关谈判经验的大律师。而律师中又分为力主诉讼赔偿的鹰派和考虑谈判协商的鸽派。6. 911事件损害赔偿的谈判选项包括了正常诉讼、限制性的民事诉讼，或设立一个国库基金，这来自国会、政府支持的慈善机构，交换原告承诺不起诉，兴讼费时，一旦经济崩溃，受害者也拿不到赔偿金，这是为个人也为国家利益，不是为救航空公司，而是要救整个经济。我们面临的是国家紧急状态，谈判诉说更崇高的动机。7. 每个生命损失的价值是相同的吗？ CEO 和警卫的薪资价值天差地远，如何公平赔偿？不患寡，患不均。8. 谈判的价值，人是理性的动物，如果你强迫他们坐下来谈判，大多数人会以最合理的方式解决问题。最有效的方法是妥协。没有人离开的时候太幸福，只是足够幸福地离开。No one walks away too happy, just happy enough to walk away. 这句话发人省思。9. 谈判说服力，你的选择不多，交给反对党，若失败了可以卸责，若成功了则代表政府的开放大度。还有，这是免费的哦。我是 Leader， 希望每次都能带给大家多些谈判的观念、知识和技巧。感谢您的收看，影片下方有按赞、订阅、分享和提醒小铃铛。要看什么样的谈判电影，欢迎留言哦。我们下次见。